Hey guys, episode 2 of The Garage today. I'm Brian.
I'm Ed.
And this is the political historical version of The Garage.
7 years ago.
We've been covering political candidates, mostly Democrat, because the clown car is still kind of full. And we're watching campaigns flounder, fall to the wayside, seems like weekly.
Yeah.
The latest one, the latest victim of the Democrat self-loathing, backbiting, attacking, stabbing each other in the back is Elizabeth Warren's campaign. It's crumbling and falling apart. Pocahontas is about to drop out. Yeah, I call her Pocahontas.
Yes.
How are you? You know. But anyways, her latest idea. We got to cover this. This is just too good. Too good not to cover. Elizabeth Warren's latest idea is she wants to appoint a 9-year-old. Now, I don't know if this is a boy who thinks he's a girl or a girl who thinks she's a boy, but she wants to appoint a transgendered 9-year-old.
Stop labeling them people.
To pick the Secretary of Education. A transgender 9-year-old to pick the Secretary of Education.
Let's break that down.
Go ahead.
9-year-old.
9.
Any 9-year-old.
Any 9-year-old. What's a 9-year-old doing right about now? Picking their nose and wiping the booger underneath the desk.
Yeah.
You want to pick this person to pick the Secretary of Education.
Yeah. And then they're already so deluded that they don't know what gender they are.
No.
Because
They have no idea who they are. 9 years old? At 9 years old.
Yeah.
Okay? Seriously?
It shouldn't even be a factor for another 4 years.
That's like a while back Democrats saying we want to allow 16-year-olds to vote.
I'm sorry.
You know what 16-year-olds are doing? There's a video on YouTube of 2 16-year-old boys. You know what they were doing? Setting a rock on fire and trying to skateboard down it and setting themselves on fire. That's what 16-year-olds are doing.
Yep.
And Democrats want them to vote?
Yep.
Seriously?
Yeah, the one kid in the bathroom pouring alcohol on himself and lighting it and then screaming.
Oh.
Oh, that hurts. You think?
And that's the person you want to vote.
And they're twice as old as the
Yeah.
9-year-old.
Yeah. What that is called desperation of a failing, doomed party.
Yes.
Okay, they're doomed to defeat in November. I'm thinking today they're going to be announcing they're going to be taking the vote on Trump's impeachment, which we all know where that's going.
Yeah. Yeah.
But here's what's coming. Here's what's coming. You can go on Skywatch TV, okay? Make sure you put a link in the description on this video. Skywatch TV. Look up Mark Taylor. He's a former firefighter out of California. And he wrote the Trump prophecies. And recently, a while back, I think it was last year, he was on Skywatch TV again because there was another part to it. Here's what's coming down the pipe. And this is what the Lord revealed to him. And he's been right dead on. He prophesied Trump was going to run for president and be president in 2011, folks. Trump didn't announce to run or become president until 2016, 2015.
Yeah.
Okay? So he's been right about a lot of stuff, okay? So far, everything. And that's the true hallmark of a prophet. Now, he won't call himself a prophet. He refuses to say he's a prophet, okay? But he's just doing what the Lord tells him.
Yeah.
Okay?
There you go.
But he said on Skywatch, and I quote, that there were going to be trials after this next election. Trials. We're going to see some prominent Democrats be brought up on charges. And I think among them are going to be Nancy Pelosi.
Yeah.
Definitely Adam Schiff. Schiff is how you say it? Schiff.
Yeah. Don't.
I call him Shifty Schiff.
Yeah, I don't care.
But him, I think we're going to see Bloomberg.
Yeah.
Bloomberg's going to go down anyway.
Personally, I think we should try everyone.
Yeah.
Some prominent Republicans need to be up there.
Yeah. Mitt Romney.
Yeah.
He's treasonous. I mean,
there's scandals on it. If you've been in Washington, D.C. longer than like 5 years,
you're
probably involved in some kind of a scandal.
Yeah, and whatever you do, if you're ever visiting Washington, D.C., don't pick up the phone and order a pizza. Okay?
Cancer.
Yeah, if you're ever in Washington, D.C., don't pick up the phone and order a pizza, by the way. Be careful. Okay? So, everybody remembers Pizzagate. Remember Pizzagate?
No, that's what I'm looking at you like, what are you talking about?
Well, okay, there was a list put out of the most powerful people in Washington, and I asked this question. What's the owner of a pizza parlor doing on that list?
I have no clue.
Yeah, a lot of people don't.
At you like,
Okay, what is prevalent right now is pedophilia. Epstein,
Yes.
who didn't kill himself, by the way. But anyway, Epstein.
By the way, that's dying. Not the stupid memes for that. Just the whole this impeachment thing is taking away a lot of stuff that should be.
Yeah.
There should be a lot of people on trial right now for
There should
pedophilia.
be a bunch of people, whole bunch. And I guarantee you, there's a bunch of them, and I'm not going to say there isn't any on the other side, but there's a bunch on the Democrat side, man.
Oh yeah.
Everybody, I don't know if you've
The
seen
Democrats
it.
are just going.
There's a picture of Adam Schiff sitting next to Epstein.
Yeah,
And they are sitting a lot closer than most guys. You don't see me and Ed sitting there, me leaning over on Ed. That was the picture with him and Epstein. Okay? So something.
And there was something in the background there.
Yeah, there was something in the background I'm not going to name. It was.
And I don't know if that was actually put in there. I do not trust any picture or video.
Well, I don't think. No, I can spot Photoshop stuff, and this I don't think this was
I don't know
Photoshop.
if you can.
Yeah, you
spot
can.
these stuff.
There's a way to do it.
Anyway,
But
technology is so good, man.
Yeah, irregardless.
Irregardless.
We know that there's this dark crap going on. We know that the
That's a
Democrats
fact. We do know.
are in desperation mode. Okay,
Yes.
because they don't have a candidate that can win.
No.
That's why they're doing the impeachment garbage. Okay. So that being said,
I still personally think all of this is fake. All the candidates are fake. They're just throwing their crazies up out
Yeah,
there.
pretty
Then
much.
somebody's going to be their big savior.
what the Democrat Party is doing
That's
is they're throwing candidates against the wall to see who sticks.
Yeah.
You know.
Then they're going to have another one come out and be like,
Meanwhile, in the background,
okay.
Hillary Clinton's saying, "Yeah, I might just run again. I might just run again."
Yeah. And she's going to be the savior.
She ain't gonna run again. I'm gonna say that. No, her health. No, after we
I don't
watch
think she'll win. Yeah.
No, well, she won't win, but irregardless, she won't run again because her health can't do it.
I've heard a couple names.
Yeah, me too. But and then you got Bloomberg out here. He's an ankle biter, and he's running around with every town for gun safety, attacking the Second Amendment. You know, he bought the elections in Virginia, and the people in Virginia right now, all the gunners of Virginia are suffering because of it. And once again, this is what happens when elections have consequences and the lack of voting.
Yep.
We
Gotta
can't
go
be
vote.
lazy, man.
Got to go vote.
Yeah. The price of freedom is eternal vigilance.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
So, you know, that's something that we always have to keep in mind. And if we don't get out and vote, and the laziest group of voters, and I'm going to say it again, are evangelical Christians. 54 million didn't vote in 2016. 54 million. Think about that for a minute.
Yeah.
If they had gotten out and voted, you want to talk about a landslide.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, it would have been an absolute
Yeah.
gully washer, man.
And I've talked to Christians, and they're like, "Oh, well, that guy's not that bad." I was like, "Do you realize that guy is so pro-abortion that it's?" Oh, well, yeah. Okay, then please get out of the church because I don't.
Yeah.
You know, like,
Yeah.
How do you vote for anyone that's pro-abortion and go to church?
Or my favorite is somebody
cut and
said,
dry.
"I'm Catholic, but I'm pro-choice."
No,
What?
no.
The Catholic Church is not pro-choice, historically. Now, I'm not saying the Catholic Church is good. They're not.
Yeah.
But, because they got a lot of pedophile
morals.
priests. But,
Sometimes.
well, no, the Catholic Church got a lot of pedophile priests.
Yeah.
But the point being is, you can't, it's like saying I'm Catholic and pro-choice is like saying I'm Christian and pro-choice.
Yeah.
You can't. It doesn't work.
There was a quick video. The guy goes around and talks to people at the beach and at the store. Blah, blah, blah. I can't remember his name. Anyway, he has one of the greatest ones I've heard. Okay, basically asked them if they're pro-choice or pro-life, you know, and everybody he talked to was like, "Oh, well, it's their, if they want an abortion, it's their body," and he goes, "Okay, you know, that's your opinion." Now, say you're pregnant, you're 2 months pregnant, and someone comes up and punches you right in the belly and kills your baby. What should happen to them? And everyone, they should be tried for murder. I'm like, but you're not tried for murder for killing the same baby. It's like, so someone kills your baby, it's illegal, but if you kill your baby, it's not illegal.
Yeah, it's like
That's the way they think.
Well, yeah, it's like this one place where this guy robbed a place.
The main part of it is kill the baby.
Well, this guy robbed the place, and he shot a pregnant woman in the stomach. She died, the baby died, and he was put on trial for 2 murders.
Yes, that's the way it should be.
But, if she'd have gone and got an abortion and the baby ripped a part out of her womb,
She should be tried for murder. Yeah, it's no big deal, but yeah.
Democrats are like, that's murder, but that's not. That's called hypocrisy. Okay?
Yeah.
And they are specialists at it.
Both of them still end up with a dead baby.
Yeah, you still got a dead baby. You're still the parent of a dead child.
Yeah.
You know?
That could have been the guy that cured breast cancer.
Yeah.
And you murdered it.
Yeah. You know? or the guy that cured lupus, or the guy that cured
whatever. Yeah,
whatever.
Infinite.
Yeah, cancer.
Yes.
Yeah, whatever. But the point
Next,
being
Michael
is,
Jackson.
yeah. Well, that's like the guy that prayed to God and said, "Lord, I've been praying. Why don't you send somebody to take care of these things?" He said, "I did, but you killed them."
Yeah, you aborted them 7 times now. Keep sending the guy
the most prevalent abortion, the community that is most prevalent in the abortion industry is the black community. Who knows how many Martin Luther Kings have been killed?
Yes.
How many Rosa Parks have been killed?
Yeah.
Seriously.
How many great people?
Yeah, we don't know. We don't know. We'll never know.
Yeah.
But we will one day when we get to heaven, because all those children are in heaven.
Yeah. I would just say, imagine, as John Lennon would say, imagine if all those babies never got aborted.
Yeah.
This whole place would be different.
If only he had wrote a song.
Oh, yeah. I'm not glorifying him. He's an idiot. Yeah. But that just popped. Only imagine.
Yeah.
I was just, imagine if those kids were still here. And those kids are now, abortion's been going on forever. So those kids are now adults, and now they're contributing to the economy. They're doing great things.
Now, let's ask ourselves the question. The idea of abortion.
Could be the other way too, but
Margaret Sanger hailed Woman of the Year, a great woman, by Times Man of the Year, 2-time Man of the Year, twice, Adolf Hitler. Eugenics is what abortion is, and eugenics came from the Nazis.
Yep.
So you're actually participating in a Nazi thing.
Yep.
It's actually ritualistic too. There's a darkness to it.
Killing them in the chamber, we're killing them in the womb.
Yeah, and it's been put out there that in a lot of places around the country where there are still abortion clinics, that when the shedding of innocent blood is going on, there is actually a satanic ritual going on nearby or in the same building.
Yep.
Why do you think they're doing it? It's like the stuff that I posted on adrenochrome.
Adrenochrome is ridiculous.
It comes from the blood of a child, an innocent, that is highly saturated with adrenaline, and there are those who follow the Luciferian way, that's their elixir. Yeah. They're
drinking adrenaline charged kid blood.
Yeah, or whatever. They even got one where they take young blood and they harvest it and they inject it into older people.
Yeah.
Stuff like that. So, where does this stuff come from? Well, it all comes from one place, the pit of hell.
Hillary looks so good.
I'd say that. I think she's getting a bad batch. But anyway,
Sorry.
He put it out there. I just swung and knocked that over the fence there. But let's take a look at some historical stuff here. Ed filled me in that he had a conversation with a gentleman at work about the Nazis, and the guy said, "Well, the Nazis were defeated."
I asked him. I was like, "What happened to the Nazis after World War II?"
Yeah.
They lost, so they just.
Now you did tell him about Operation Paperclip, right?
Yeah, that's what I was referring to. Yeah.
The Nazis didn't lose, folks. They came over here to be captains of industry. How do you think we got to the moon? It was a Nazi scientist that built. It was Nazis that built the rockets. I mean,
they were extremely smart.
Oh yeah,
extremely.
The Ahnenerbe, the Thule Society, they were all brought here.
Yep.
Okay,
and they're all the base for the Democratic Party.
Oh, gosh, yeah.
Sorry.
No, you're fine. It's okay. No, you're dead on the money, right? Because the Nazis were socialists, just like the Democrats.
Yeah, pretty much.
And here's the kicker. This is what kills me. When you watch the news media, they call the Nazis the far right.
Yeah.
No, they're not far right. They're far left.
Yeah.
And the ultimate...
I was wondering, was the Nazi party did they consider the Germans, did they consider the Democrats the right party and then the left party?
Well, they didn't.
Why they say it was the far right party?
Okay, they didn't have Republicans and Democrats in Germany.
No, I'm just saying, their side.
Yeah, it's like right now in England,
that's what I always thought about.
You've got the Labour Party.
Yeah, the Labour.
Okay, you've got, I can't remember all the parties in England, but there's a Conservative Party. I think they're called the Conservative Party. Yeah. And they just recently won and took majority in the House in Parliament in England, finally, after years. And they've got a conservative Prime Minister of England now.
Yeah.
I think he's the first real one since Margaret Thatcher. And he's like, we're going to push Brexit. And Brexit is a done deal now.
Yeah.
Brexit. Yeah. That's the British exit from the European Union. Okay? So the British are taking their country back from the socialists. But while they're up against it. When Trump talks about the swamp here, If you take a look at England, it's overrun with Islam. They've got communities in England right now that are what are called no-go communities. The cops won't enter these communities because, and it's like in New York it's happening. In New York they've got Muslim police patrols, Sharia patrols in New York City, and the Democrats are letting them do it. NYPD can't do anything about it. These guys are literally driving around in cruisers that look like NYPD cruisers. And if, like, for instance, if me and Ed we don't drink, I'm going to clarify that. But if I was standing outside on my porch with an open beer, these guys, these Muslims, would drive by because they don't allow drinking. And they would come up and try to harass you because you have alcohol, an open container, on your front porch at your house. That's what they do. I've seen it in England where they followed women down the street that weren't dressed appropriately according to them. And harassed them. And in England, you can actually walk with an open container. And they were harassing two guys because they were walking down the street having a conversation. Yes, they had a beer, I guess. And it's getting out of hand. It's getting out of hand. So what needs to happen, okay, is, and we've seen this, and the Muslims worked with the Nazis during World War II against the Jews. Because the Muslims wanted the Jews wiped out, just like the Nazis did. Okay? There's proof that Adolf Hitler met with Muslim leaders.
He's anyone that hated the Jews is going to be on his side at that point.
And so, I mean, when you see this and you see this stuff going on, you see the attacks that are being carried out by these people, you ask yourself, why are they in our country? Why are they in our communities? Why do they come here and say we have to change? You know, here in America, why do I have to make a phone call and push one for English? The majority of us in this country speak English. Okay? Why do I have to go to school and go to a school and ensure, if I've got a kid, which I have had to go through this, and ensure she's in a class where she's not going to be forced to learn Spanish or some other language because we speak English? You know? Why are our classes slowed down? And I'm going to get to the answer. Why are our kids are slowed down, their education is stunted, their mental growth is stunted in the classroom? Because we have kids in our classroom coming from other countries, living off of our dime, getting free education, free health care, free housing. When they get here, the government says, here, take a loan to start a business and all this junk. They're giving our money away to these people, and they're coming. That's why they came in droves, okay? We got an entire community of them out here. And I guarantee you, the money didn't come from them. The money came from us, okay? And I'm not saying hate these people. I'm saying it needs to stop. If you want to control immigration, you want to control the destruction that's happening to the welfare system in this country that was put in place for American citizens who worked and paid into that system, then you have to cut off the freebies. Okay? If you are not from this country, if you didn't pay into this system, if you have been a tax-paying citizen in this country, if you're not a naturalized born citizen, or you have taken the test to become a citizen, you don't get any of these benefits. Period. Crossing the border at night does not give you a guarantee to any rights.
No.
What it does give you a guarantee to is that you are processed, taking pictures of so we know who you are, and you get shipped back across the border. Now, that's what Trump's trying to do. But it all goes to one simple thing. What the Democrats' platform is? Open borders, free everything, forgiveness of tuitions, blah, 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 blah. All this stuff, they'll never admit it, but it's all designed to destroy our economy. And by destroying our economy, destroy our country. Okay? Because when you start letting illegal criminals, they're criminals, come across the border in droves with drugs and violence, and we're talking about gangs. MS-13, one of the most violent gangs in South America. People like this are the ones, that a lot of them coming across the border. When you see trees in Texas and New Mexico and Arizona that are on the border, and they've got women's and children's, little girls' underwear hanging on them, those are called rape trees. The coyotes will rape them. That's how they pay. They're part of how they pay the bill to get in this country.
Human trafficking, right?
And we get the wall built. Guess what? That comes to an end. Now, I'm not saying it completely stops because you'll never completely stop evil, folks.
But you at least would be fighting it at that point, not just saying, "Hey, come on."
We'll have a way to
here,
defend
all right,
against
all
it.
right,
Okay, that's why you build a wall.
Yeah.
Okay, to use an analogy, I mean, for thousands of years, the wall in Game of Thrones kept the White Walkers out.
Yeah.
Basically. But then winter came.
Yeah.
But that's what the Democrats want. They want winter to come for America, not Westeros.
And
Winter,
why is that?
because they want to destroy it.
And why do they want to destroy the country?
Because they want control. Because they're evil.
Because the One World Order wants
One World Order,
to
thank
take
you.
over.
Yeah.
And we're the biggest bad boy on the block right
Yeah.
now. And if they can take over America,
Yeah.
they got the world.
Now, here's the thing. They tried to get a transcontinental highway built from Canada to the United States down into Mexico. And it got stopped. But the transcontinental highway and all that, that was all part of the New World Order.
Yes,
The whole thing was. And, but people, oops, hang on a second. I forgot to put my microphone on, folks. But I was talking about the transcontinental highway and how it was all part of the, work push toward the New World Order. That all got stopped, thankfully.
Yeah.
Because people started shouting and saying, no! Because here's the problem. The highway was going to come right through the middle of the United States. And man, there was towns going through there and people's farms and everything. They were just going to take it. They were just going to take using eminent domain.
I wonder if they were going to have border checks and you had to have passports.
That's a good question.
Drive through the.
Well, we've got that anyway.
You just drive through. No, I'm just saying on that highway though, you could drive into the Mexico.
No, they were going to do border
checks.
checks and stuff.
You'd have to.
Well, we've kind of got that anyways. Ask President Trump, should we be lucky enough for you to see this video or somebody share it to your Facebook page or your Twitter page or whatever? You need to get Border Patrol to go to the border. Okay? If you take a look, there's a map online. And it's a red line about 100 miles inside the United States, all the way around. And if you hit that spot in certain places, Border Patrol will pull you over. You an American citizen? What are you doing 100 miles inside the country? The border ain't there.
Yeah, that's control again.
Yeah.
Yep.
So that needs to come to a stop because I actually saw a pastor. He's a Baptist pastor, but he's a good preacher. I've seen some of his videos. The Border Patrol pulled him over. He exercised his rights as an American citizen, his constitutional rights, and they shattered his windows, tased him from two sides, smashed his face into the glass on the side of his door, cut his face, yanked him out, threw him on the ground, stomped on his head, beat the snot out of this man, a pastor.
American citizen.
Yeah, an American citizen they did this to.
Yeah.
They acted like a bunch of thugs, because that's what they're acting like. And he ended up going to court against these people, and it's like 15 or 16 part video series. And you had to kind of zip through a lot of it. But end result was they lost, because they got caught lying on the stand. I mean, they would lie through their teeth. They have no business being that far inside the United States. None whatsoever. The Constitution guarantees you the right to freedom of travel.
Yep.
And they are interrupting that right. Okay, number one. Number two, they are violating people's Fourth Amendment rights. Okay? If I pull up to your checkpoint and I've got a Trump hat on or an NRA hat on, and I'm talking like this, and you're dumb enough to ask me if I'm an American citizen, guess what? I'm going to answer your dumb question with another dumb question. Are you?
Yeah.
You know?
You're looking for the UN patches.
Yeah. Yeah, where's your UN patch at?
Where's your blue helmet?
Yeah, where's your blue helmet? Because I'm not going to say it. But I'm just going to say this. And this goes out to the UN too. We know the plans that you got for this country. And right now, it ain't going to happen. It ain't going to happen for a while yet.
No.
Make no mistake, though, but there are a lot of...
they're going to keep coming until they get it. But
well, there are a lot of patriots in this country.
fight until we do it.
And the largest standing army in the world is in this country. Nobody has a larger army. 70+ million gun owners.
Yep.
And we own over 30% of the world's guns. So UN and you One World Order people, you Luciferian types, I'm going to tell you something right now. Make no mistake. I'm a peaceful man. My brother Ed is a peaceful man. And the majority of us out here are peaceful people, okay? But we will defend our loved ones. We will defend this nation. We will defend this flag.
Yep.
We will defend our faith.
Oh, yeah.
You know, but we don't, you know, I don't want to see it get to that point. And I, like a lot of people out there as a Christian, hope I'm not here to see it.
Yep.
You know?
Yeah, me too. But if you go on trial and they're well, we're going to behead you if you don't denounce your Christianity.
Not happening.
Well, I'll see you in heaven.
Yeah.
Well, I won't see you in heaven. I'll see God in heaven.
Yeah, you won't be there. If you're doing that to people, you ain't going to be there. I'm clarify that.
Well,
so, but
make
you
sure
know,
that X is short, please.
we hope that things don't get to that point.
So,
okay? But if the Democrats have their way, they would take everybody's gun. Bloomberg said, and I quote, only the police and government should have guns. Mm-hmm. Elizabeth Warren said, and I quote, only the police and government should have guns.
Didn't they say that to the Indians before?
Yeah, they told the Indians, give us your guns, we'll take care of you. How'd that work out?
Yeah.
Trail of Tears. Nobody, you know,
This is how it worked
they
out.
gave up their guns, they gave up their defense, the ability to defend themselves. What'd they get? Smallpox inflicted blankets and walked all the way across the country, many of them dying.
And
stuck on reservations.
90% of them addicted to something because
Yeah.
that's how they controlled them.
Yeah, I
Here,
mean,
have
seriously.
some whiskey. Here, drink this whiskey.
Let me explain something to you, since you brought that up. The First Nations people, if things was to hit the fan, where do you think I'm going to go? Where do you think my family and my friends, where I'm going to say, here's where we need to go?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you think I'm going to go to the government? Mm-hmm. You think I'm going to go to, and don't get me wrong, I
go to
support
the FEMA camp.
I support law enforcement, I do.
Yeah.
And
Gotta
to the
have
guy who called us crazy for supporting law enforcement and used foul language,
Yeah.
this goes to you, buddy. You better wake up. But, I seen that. That's why I said, I got him. I'll take care of it. But anyway.
Sorry. Comments.
Yeah.
Look at the comments.
You got to look at the comments on one of our videos.
Didn't even comment
I think
to the guy.
the comments were from 1231, I think it was.
Yeah.
It's one of our videos of 1231. But anyways,
Yeah.
I'm going to head for the First Nations people. Why?
Yes.
Because they know.
Mm-hmm. They know.
They know. Whereas a lot of us out here, a lot of people out here have fallen asleep. They are well aware. Mm-hmm. Make no mistake. They know what's going on.
Yeah.
And, you know, one good friend of mine, Chief Joseph Amahura Riverwind, he's an honorary war chief of the Arawak War Tribe, and his awesome wife, Sister Laurel and Riverwind, they are awesome people.
Yes, they are.
Absolutely awesome. I love them to pieces. I love you, brother. Love you, sister. And, you know, I would stand with them like that.
Yep.
You know?
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Yeah, absolutely. So, guys, you know, like we said in one of our videos, prep, plan, prepare. Because like we said, it's better to be 10 years too early than 10 minutes too late.
Yep.
And it's not non-Christian to do so.
No.
It is very Christian. Because you're not only doing it for yourself and your family, but you're doing it for others who are going to get caught flat-footed.
Being self-reliant, like I said, isn't not relying on God, but it's definitely not relying on your government.
Yeah, God gave you common sense, people. Use it.
It's self-reliance is relying on yourself, not your government.
Yeah. And
that's why I never get food stamps.
Well, you know, it's like that one meme.
Welfare.
You know, the biggest problem with having common sense is having to deal with people who don't have it. You know, that you know, it's a true statement. So
anyway,
yeah, but and like I've always said, be peaceful.
Yes.
Seek peace.
Yeah. Pray for you. Pray for your enemies.
Yeah. Pray for your enemies until you have no choice.
Yeah.
Then you stand.
I'll pray for you. Doesn't mean I'm not going to defend myself.
That's right. That's right. So God bless everybody. We hope that the information, I know we go down rabbit trails a lot, but I hope that any information that you glean from these videos you find useful and helpful.
Yep.
And just know that you're in our prayers. And feel free to leave comments. I'm going to say this now, but comments with foul language and name calling will not be tolerated. It will be dealt with. So, guys, God bless.